The following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Phones up. Everybody good to go.
Yeah.
Well, everybody on? Everybody hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Nique, would you close that closet door? Thank you. Why are you looking at me?
What are you talking about?
You looking at me? I said close the closet door.
I can't look in that direction?
I said you looked at me.
Because when I was
contact.
no, listen, I was looking here when she went to close the door.
What's here? If you looking at me.
I was looking at
You looked right at me like
I was looking at the closet door closed, and then you turned your head this way. So then I looked
you
at
was
you.
looking at me.
I looked at you when you looked at me.
So you one of them looking boys.
Pause.
Okay.
So I need you to stop that.
You one of them lookers. You want to look.
No, sir. No,
Watch
sir.
TV. Don't watch me.
Told a student the other day, take a picture to last longer.
Oh, wow. They was on you?
I don't know what for. They was taking the test and it just was in space. All right. We good to go?
Nique, you ready?
I am.
All right. Let's get everybody mute. Hold on. Let me see which one is Nique because I always forget which one is hers.
Something.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to Relationship Status. It's your girl, Nique Cruz.
C.O. Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf in the building. And remember, you can catch us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and DefyLifePods.com. Nique,
Yes.
we'll start with you as always. How's your week there, man?
Why you gotta start with me?
We always...
Ladies first.
Ladies first, man. On this episode, ladies first. Ladies first.
Why
Who
you
sings
can't
that, Nique?
Why you can't ask CL? How was your week?
No,
Who sings that song? You're avoiding
Ladies
that.
first. Ladies
What? I didn't
first.
hear you.
Ladies first.
I'm too young. I don't know.
How's that your excuse every time?
Actually, they had two versions of it.
Yes.
I don't know.
One, the Queen
Latifah.
Latifah. Dana Owens.
I don't remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, she had all the MC Light and all the ones, and then they had another one a lot of years later.
Which one?
With it was another version of it, Ladies Night,
Yeah, but that wasn't like
Ladies
Yeah.
First.
Ladies
But it
First
was in
was
that kind of
the other one had white women on it.
Angie Martinez. Which white woman was on?
Pink.
Pink
No,
was
I'm not talking
on
about
that.
No, Pink was not on that.
On what?
The one with Angie Martinez.
Ladies Tonight.
Angie
It was
Mart.
Little Kim.
Oh
Kim.
no, that's Lady Marmalade. I'm thinking about.
Yeah, you think about
Yeah.
no, not Lady.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
not thinking about Lady Mama.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, Ladies Night was Missy and
Yeah, Missy Elliott. I was kind of I like
Okay,
Ladies First.
sorry.
Ladies First, I was a fan of.
Okay.
So how was your week, Nique?
It was trying.
Trying?
Yeah, it wasn't so great.
You know you don't have to do anything to be trying.
Well, it just wasn't a great week.
Okay.
Oh man,
We'll hope you get them next week, Nique.
Yeah.
that's the hope, man. We hope for you.
Yes.
CL.
Hell fellow.
Okay, the origin. Sir?
Medieval.
It's me. Okay,
It's a medieval greeting. And if I said hell fellow, you're supposed to say
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. That's why.
God save ye.
God say ye.
Saves. God save ye.
God save ye.
Yes. That was a greeting from medieval times.
Well, man, I guess I'm.
We're learning.
I guess that's why we're here.
Yes, that's why we're here.
That's
why
so,
we're here.
I guess that takes us into
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Medieval times.
right into chivalry.
We're gonna discuss chivalry.
Who killed it?
Who killed it, Nique?
Is it dead? Is he dead?
No, I have a top 6 of who killed it.
You got top 6 of who killed it?
Oh, I know women are at the top of that. But
No, women aren't.
Okay,
At the top.
Well, you want to save that for later?
No, I got more. I got a lot.
well, let's start with you.
No. I'm saying,
Okay.
no, not who killed.
We don't have to discuss all 6, but I'll give a quick 6.
Okay,
Quick 6.
go
But
ahead.
how about we do the background first?
Okay, and then you ask me who killed
And
it?
then we go with who killed it.
Who shot him?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Who
Power.
shot you?
It's kind of like Power.
Who
Yeah.
shot Ghost?
Yeah.
Man, if that ain't the biggest crock of shiitake. But anyway, chivalry. It was established to keep the thuggish medieval knights in check. It dates back to the 11th century. The knight was not an honorable figure, as some may say today. Mm-hmm. He was a hired thug. Knights were heavily armed and prone to violence.
That's right.
They were commanded by warlords to go and do deed, pillage, or take over villages. Mm-hmm. And their rewards were, in some instances, land. But in most instances, they got a chance to loot and rape the city in which to loot and rape and burn down the cities in which they had battled.
Meaning to pillage. you know?
Pillage.
Yes.
Yeah, pillaging. In the Middle Ages, the church councils going into early 12th century were hoping to be delivered from them. So what ended up developing by the late 12th century was a professional code if they were to be respected and considered respectable. To be considered a great knight, you had to have consideration for civilians, but mostly women.
That's right.
The greatest knights were inspired by the love of a young lady, out there, and which made them want to impress her and win her love by doing great deeds.
So R&B singers are kind of knights.
Knights,
Yes.
yeah.
So
Some R&B
they
singers.
pillage, but they make women feel good.
I was going to go someplace else with that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
We was in here just watching the Cosby Show, so I thought maybe Bill Cosby was a knight, maybe.
Why is Bill Cosby catching us stray? This man's already in jail. Why is he catching us stray? He brought us quality TV. He's an entertainer. He's not a...
That's a funny episode on, too.
Okay. Okay. So they were there to protect the weak.
Yeah, there to protect the weak.
Church, the
But
country,
they had to
defend the honor of
They had to
women.
develop into that because early on, like it says, early on in the early 11th century to early 12th century, they were more just pillagers.
Okay.
So, and that brings us to
Who killed?
what happened, and that kind of over time kind of built, and people just build on top of that.
No. It's, people didn't build. Women took it for themselves.
Women took it for
wow.
themselves.
They started to pillage us. That's what they did.
Well, it was for us.
Huh?
It was for us.
I'm not saying you're
Solely.
wrong. I'm just telling you what happened.
Okay.
Now,
Let's go on with the
who killed chivalry?
who shot you?
Who shot you? Okay.
So, yeah,
Number one.
Yes.
Society.
I agree. That was going to be my answer.
That was going to be your answer?
Yep. I
Zay.
have it written down.
You know? That's who killed it. That's who killed it initially. Then women second.
then women second.
I know it was
Third.
on the list.
I wouldn't say. We'll get into it.
Third.
Later. Okay, third. Go through the
Lazy men.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe this thing really doesn't exist, but women wanted to. Alpha women.
Alpha woman.
I don't even
Okay.
know what that is.
Yeah.
Unless you're alpha amongst women. And if alpha males are so bad, why would you want to be an alpha woman? Why would you duplicate badness?
Okay. I think that's that, but that's that want for you to be considered equal. If you can have it, I have to have it as well.
No, just made up.
Yeah. Lazy male. Let's not say lazy men.
Yeah, lazy male. Thank you, Nique. And then maybe feminists. So that's 5.
Feminists.
I have another one, but I'm a little unsure about it.
But wouldn't feminists go into
The alpha.
alpha women?
No, they're alpha women and they're feminists. Some women are feminists and alpha women, but some women are
True.
just alpha women and not necessarily feminists.
Feminists. Okay.
Yes, I'm a
Okay.
feminist.
You're not a woman.
He doesn't have to be.
It's equal, so I can be. Well, I
It's
can
about-
identify as a feminist.
Okay. Well, you're,
And-
you're
and
a
a little
feminist.
person.
Feminist.
Yes,
Okay.
So you identify as a little person.
sometimes when it's convenient.
Oh, really?
And I'm Caucasian.
When it's convenient.
Yes, convenient. Yes.
So you were a white woman when it's convenient.
I mean,
a white short woman.
No, I'm a man. A man can be a feminist. I just identify as a little person. But I am in touch with
you're like 6'6".
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can just identify what you want to identify with and be that. And then when you call me a little person, I'm going to be like, no, I'm not a little person today.
Okay.
I'm back to myself.
So I can be big.
Yes, if you choose. And I would respect your agency of being big.
Oh.
Is that okay with you?
I'm fine.
Because you look taller.
I know. I got the seat all the way up.
You look taller. Could be the hair.
Could be the hair, the bun.
Yeah. I got a bun. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Can't even put the headphones on, right?
Can't even.
You know what?
What's that? We talk about chivalry now.
Okay, sorry.
Not to get too far.
All right, so what's the first question? Well, we got through the first question. Who we think shot? So you want to go? Let's go down the list.
Well, I mean, we have suspects. We have
suspects like power. Go ahead.
Yes. So is chivalry dead, Nique?
Yes, it is.
Now, why is it dead?
I believe it's dead because society has this way of telling women that we don't need men to open the door for us, provide for us. We can do it on our own. I don't need you to pull out the chair for me. I made it home safely. If I need you, I'll call you. I just think it's like we're no longer damsel in distress. I believe it's how you say it.
Yes, there's a thing, but I don't. Okay. You, sir?
I think that what happened to it is, I'm not sure if it's actually dead. I just think it's on life support.
It's on life support.
And I think that men, and my views have changed a little bit since being on this show when it comes to chivalry. I have changed my thought process on opening doors, but that's a different story for a different day.
You've been delivered.
I have been delivered on opening doors.
Okay.
But I do believe that the reason why I say it's on life support is because men, I think innately, men we're here, and a part of our innate nature is
we're here and not there.
No, we're on in our existence, so to speak. We have an innate want to please women.
Okay.
And so as that is our thing, when some women's expectations, or maybe the women that we have come in contact with, expectations have changed. To Nique's point, hey, I don't need you to pull out my chair. I don't need you to pay for my dinner. I don't need you to pick me up for a date. I don't need you to open my door. When you come across women that don't have those expectations, won't walk to the door and then stand there and wait for you to open it, or won't expect for you to pay for the date. I think when their expectations changed, it kind of had chivalry take a step back and continue a step back with particular individuals, which ended up being a greater part of the masses, so to speak.
Well, my question with you would be, well, are we who we are, or are we who they expect us to be? Because if I'm a certain way, it doesn't matter if you're used to it, or if you even want it. See,
but I think that
because I might not be your guy, because this is what I'm gonna do.
Because this is what you're gonna do, and
this is what I'm gonna do.
But I think a good portion of us, as a man, and women. I will say this for women as well. Where we are, I think all men and women are influenced in some formal way by the relationships that they've been in, or by the people that they've dealt with. So now some men are stronger enough, like CL, you are a strong man. Like, you believe what you believe no matter what. And so you're not going to change your expectations of yourself because of because of the way you were raised and what you saw and the expectation of men in your family and what needed to be done. A lot of society now is coming from single family households in which they're not seeing chivalry on a daily basis within their home. And so what they're turning to is society, or through their experiences with different women and what they particularly want and expect. You see what I'm saying? So I think that there's more my opinion on it is there's more men out there that have been through single family households than those that have been through married households where that is the thing that is shown or they see that all the time.
Well, okay. So,
but that's just my
so we celebrate it if they're successful, and if they're not successful, it's because they was in a single parent home.
No, I'm not saying that that's the reason. I'm just saying these are the different things that I think have caused it.
I think those are factors, but at some point we have to make a decision about what we're going to be or do or say.
But that's if you know better. See,
well, we all know better. At some point, we all know better.
Yeah, and I think that some people, a lot of people. They make the excuse of I did not know, or I did not see that, or I wasn't raised like that. So even though you may know the better way,
but it's still a choice.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing.
Okay,
I'm in agreement with what you're saying. But
so what's the single parent home? It's kind of like to me sometimes.
It's used as a cop-out excuse. No, but what I'm saying is that's what they use. I'm not saying that it should be. I'm just saying what people. Well,
it's somewhat a social construct. Even though I do believe there are certain situations, single family homes happen. The social construct is like black on black crime.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a real thing, but if I live around black people, I'm probably going to rob a black person. So that's not black on black crime.
Yeah,
if you're around what you're around. Mm-hmm. So at some point, whether you are raised by a single parent, I would hate to believe there's nobody else in your life who's told you the right things to do.
Well, even in school, you're told the right thing to do. You're given that option of learning how to be a gentleman or a classy lady. So there's no excuse of, oh, I came from this. This is why I'm the way I am.
I think that, a part of it is, yes, that's right. Okay. But I think on the flip side of that very same coin is the young man that in school, he may see this and hear this. Mm-hmm. But at home, mom might be treated like crap as different men in and out the house that don't do anything as far as chivalry is concerned. I'm just talking about chivalrous acts, things that you will see happen. Like, or they may not be required, like little things like, see how you said a couple of episodes ago, in your family, no matter who was in there, you were expected to take out the trash.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like certain
being
things,
the boy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He might not be expected to take out the trash, which to a certain degree is somewhat of a chivalrous act. If you're in a family, if you're married to somebody, you would expect the man or the young boy to know how to take the trash out, to mow the lawn. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't learn how to mow a lawn till I got here. But, you know what I'm saying? But that's more so demographic more than anything else.
Yeah, because you didn't have a yard.
I do agree. I agree to a point, though, because a lot of men, not even just growing up in a household of a single parent, they can grow up in a household with two parents.
And it's not.
And it's just like the mom does everything, whereas the father is just a lazy male. Yeah. And that's what they adapt to. They were like, well, my mom, worked 8-hour shifts, came home, cleaned up, took out the trash, did all of that. My dad paid all the bills, and he came home and sat down.
See, but I think that's why I said that. I think that's just one demographic of people that have caused chivalry to be on life support, as I think. And I think that there's different people. Like, I think that with that on our list of suspects, feminists, because they have said, they are so headstrong in, no, I got this. I'm going to be equal, independent woman, all of that, this women power, and that's cool.
But that don't necessarily have anything to do with men. That's like for the women to sing and empower each other.
Yeah, I know.
That don't have no effect on me.
No, but that's what I'm saying, on you. Like, yeah. But like I said a few moments ago, like, you're a strong personality and person, and you believe what you believe, and so you're going to do.
Yeah, but I can be changed if it makes sense. But you're not just going to tell me why.
Yeah, exactly. But if you can't, but that's anybody. If you can't, well, let me say this. That should be anybody. If you can't explain to me why I should change, then I'm not changing. Like I said earlier, I have changed my view on opening doors, and it's something so small, but
it's really big.
In essence, it's big. I've changed my view since being on this show.
Well, if you want to
change my view on a number of things,
if you want a certain amount of success, then you have to do something different.
Yeah. And I agree with that statement. So,
opening that door can stop a lot of arguments. I'm telling you, and it's a humbling experience where chivalry comes in if you and your lady are arguing, or guy and guy, girl and girl,
whatever you
non-binary, binary,
you choose.
Yes, all those areas.
The alphabet people.
Yes.
There you go.
It's a humbling experience to still have to remain chivalrous and you're upset.
Yeah,
it's hard to do both. Like you, I mean, mad. Like you pissed, just you mad, man.
Like walk out
and then
slam the door, and then you got to go open the door.
Now you got to get out and go open the door for her, and you hide that, and she sits there
waiting for you to open the door.
Yes, you'll be like, you know what, this is not worth it.
Yeah, so I believe like when you rank it and you say these are my top 6 or top 5, I think that each demographic of those people have caused chivalry to be
a little bit, but I think it's up to us individually.
But how many of us individual men are going to say, okay, what I'm currently doing, I should be doing more. What I'm doing currently is not enough, and I should be doing more.
Well, it can't be the herd mentality. You got to decide.
You got to decide what you're going to do. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think that comes from a self-reflection of you going, hey, look, I'm not. Why is she taking out the trash? Stop her from taking out the trash. If she's about to take it out, no, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. Hey, what you about to do? I'm about to go put some gas in my car for. No. You chill out. We got it. Just chill out. We got it. I'll go ahead and gas your car. I got to take mine anyway. I'll go take yours, and then I'll come back. I'll take mine.
It's funny that you said that, because women. I'm gonna show you how women slowly kill chivalry.
Oh wow!
You can want to do things for your woman in some way in her mind.
You trying to control her?
No, not control her.
I thought she was going there with
now to her, it's her demand that you do it. When I was already doing it of my own free will. Because she turns it into a thing like, oh, you're not gonna put gas in the car this week? Relax. I have a plan. Maybe I'm going at 5 and not 3. But women turn it into a demand, and then that makes the man, I think, sometimes.
Well, I mean, you gave us that expectation. Then
I think it builds animosity, but
it's not 12 o'clock at night. It's still daytime. I can
the gas station ain't closed.
But if you're on a routine and it was something you did every day at 1 o'clock or at 12,
I have the right to change my routine. Or you can have the conversation with me. Are you still planning to have the gas in the car? It's when you make it a demand that now I'm like, whoa,
hold on now,
like you trying to handle your boy?
So you mean to tell me? According to her tone and delivery, makes you not want to do it no more. Yes. So how does
no.
It go on? Because that doesn't change the type of person you are.
I think it shouldn't change the type of person you are. But you still in any relationship, any kind of whatever, should have a level of respect and way to talk to each other. In a sense,
and especially if that man is just learning this too.
Yeah, especially
you can deter him.
Yeah, like me. You don't have to be patient with me. Like, whoever ends up with me is going to have to be real patient because I'm a work in progress.
Yeah.
Like
we all hungry for the first month.
They ain't going to be hungry. That's the one thing you ain't going to be in my house is hungry. I'll cook you to death. Okay. For me, it's a work in progress. It's not as second nature to me as it should be, so to speak. So I'm still learning and still have to be cognizant of the things that I'm trying to accomplish and do.
So that woman doesn't need to apply any more pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now that for a person like me who's attempting to make change, you apply pressure like that, you're gonna resist. I'm gonna resist and regress most likely, because I'm not built. To be honest, I ain't built to be like, I'm gonna fight through this. I'm built to be like, well, shoot, I ain't got to be with you then. Somebody else will appreciate it. I'm just the way. Like I said, I'm a work in progress.
I'm not shocked. Yes. Go ahead.
I'm a work in progress though, so I have come a long way.
So that can deter a man from being chivalrous.
Yeah, that can. Just the tone and attitude that is placed upon him, because once it goes from a chivalrous act to a demand from someone, like or a command.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's no longer me wanting to do something. That's you telling me what to do.
Yeah, and that takes the fun out of it.
And that takes the fun feeling out of it.
Now chivalry only works man to woman. It doesn't work woman to man.
Apparently, but why?
Because they want to be equal. I don't think it should. I don't think it should.
But if there's one of the things that has put chivalry on life support is this push for equality.
No,
Okay.
no. Equality is
One
fine.
of the things
We're
no.
just not equal in all areas.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Equality is not you not opening the door for me.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, what is equality in this case?
No, in this case, what I mean by equality is the mindset of some women, because there are some women out there that don't, and I have encountered a few that don't want their door opened, that don't
But
want.
you don't have a choice.
That's not equality. That's just okay. That's not something I like.
No, what I'm saying
How do you know what you like till I show it to you?
Once you open the door, I'm like, hey, I got it. That's okay.
No, I'm not. See, I'm not talking about that response. I'm talking about the response of I can get my own door, or I can get my own chair.
But the thing with women is, it's not always going to be that way. You have to read her mind the time she wants the door in and the chair pulled out.
And that's what I mean. The sense of it. It's not. I'm not saying that the people who are saying equality in the positive light. I'm thinking about those that are extremely headstrong and feel like that they should do everything for themselves. That is sometimes take the chivalrous acts out of the relationship.
I think it would be being equal in that form would be okay. Well, instead of you opening the door for me, I'm opening the door for you.
How is that equal?
Hey, we do it for each other.
But why?
Why not?
I don't want to do everything you do. Why do you want to do everything I want to do?
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. That's how I look at it being equal.
Like if you, okay,
because I don't take that as being equal. I take that as okay. She just doesn't want you to open the door for her.
Who gave her that choice?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You don't have a choice.
You do have a choice.
You don't. Your choice is you're gonna be with me, or you're gonna risk it out there with these other clowns.
You know what?
You know, and I think it's a certain. Well, is a woman not wanting you to open the door for her vulnerability? Because she's not being vulnerable. Because first of all, I think it's fear that won't allow you to let a man do something for you because of whoever in the back of your head talking this week.
Whatever talk show host you listen
whatever
to
who your friend, I don't know.
I think it from experience.
You read an empowerment article.
When it first happened, the first time a guy opened the door for me to get in the car, I was like, "Why are you opening the door? I'm capable of doing that." And he was like, "No, just."
It's not because you're not capable. It's because I want to do it for you.
Yeah. So he held my hand and helped me get in the car, and I was like, "Okay, all right." I don't know.
So you didn't like it? Because I don't know a woman who doesn't like it. You don't like it? You didn't like him.
So that chivalrous act is just one of the acts that you don't care for.
Well, you know what? I'll say this: I didn't care for it with him because the next guy that did do it, I was.
So
okay
you didn't
with.
like him, so it had nothing to do with chivalry.
Yeah, I get it. May have been that.
Well, that might have been what it is for me. She didn't want me opening her door because she didn't like me.
Maybe.
Yeah, because with the next guy, he was like, "No, I was taught to always open the door for a woman. This is what I was taught. So get in the car." And even if I got out the car before he got out the car to come over to my door, he would get mad. Why did you get out the car? I'm coming to open your door for you.
Well, why would you if he already explained this to you?
No, it's just a habit of getting out the car. So like now, like if I'm with him, I'll just sit there until he's forgotten sometimes because we will have that argument of, I'm not used to someone always opening the door and he's used to always opening the door. So like it's been a few times where I'll just be sitting there waiting for him to open the door and he'll be at the other door waiting for me to get out the car.
Oh, wow. So y'all need to work on y'all communication.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, there's a certain dance that's got to happen between men and women, and chivalry plays a part in that.
Okay, tell us about the dance.
The dance is right foot, left foot, right foot, spin.
Tango?
Maybe.
Step in the name of love.
Maybe. A little Harlem Shake sometime. You got to get independent, show them what you got,
A little Harlem Shake?
Yeah. Maybe a little pepper seed, take them back. Wop.
A little bogle.
Yeah. You got to show them what you are. But this dance has to happen just so you can understand each other better. Mm-hmm. So sometimes there are things that I guess men don't have the right to complain because women have kind of been on the bad end of this the whole time. Mm-hmm. So, because there was this thing called women's work, and there's some men's work, but there's some women's work. So,
yeah, I mean,
in that dance, as a mother and a father, we all have roles, and I think when we start taking our roles, it causes more problems than non-problems.
Yeah, no.
What you mean? Yeah, no.
Because you know how I feel about roles. Like,
Well, we have them regardless.
Do we?
Yes.
I'll leave that for another conversation.
Well, go ahead. No, let's
okay.
this
Like, what's
conversation.
a role? Just an example.
I mean, well, that would be my question to you. What is a role? Why are there men roles and women roles?
Because first, we're different. There's a man, there's a woman. Physically, there's some things that you're going to do better than me. Physically, emotionally, there's a give and take. There's a tug of war. We all need. And in the process of teaching somebody, you have to be better at something than they are. Mm-hmm. So
yes,
we're kind of teaching each other.
Yeah.
Like
I can agree
maybe
with that.
you don't understand how to be treated like a lady. Maybe I can help you with that. And a part of that is chivalry.
I think a big part of it would be chivalry, and it's just doing those little acts that build up over time,
and it's free,
and it's free. It becomes the expectation that now, like, so even if I'm in your life just for a season, at least it changes your expectation.
It does change your expectation.
So it changes you as a woman going forward. And then on the flip side of it, if a woman, I wouldn't say demands or commands a man to be chivalrous, but those are her expectations. And there's discussions that I had. Hey, I noticed you don't open my door.
Oh yeah, but a woman doesn't want to tell a man how to be a man.
Yeah, and she doesn't,
or whatever her opinion of a man is.
Yeah, well, because that might be different.
Could vary.
Yeah. But I do feel if you are having an issue, if you feel like like something as simple as the door, and he may be chivalrous in all other places, or maybe not chivalrous at all.
The door is just what you're taught since you was little. You should have been holding the door for your mom.
Yeah, well,
or your grandmama, or your auntie, or somebody.
Your sisters.
Somebody. Yeah, and I agree. And I just feel like if it's a situation where it could be a conversation. Hey, why don't you? I noticed that you don't open the door. So why is it that you don't do that? And he may not be for you.
That's right.
Because that's what you expect. But through that conversation, he may gain a little bit himself on how to be a little bit more chivalrous going forward with someone else at a different particular time. And I just think that sometimes we in this aspect, in the space of being chivalrous, whereas it is not seen a lot nowadays, except for I think it's more seen in the modern form than the traditional form that we know. So to speak.
Yeah, we're not knights anymore.
Yeah, but we're
yeah, I'm not.
Well, I think a lot of us as women look at it now because most of the men that I know that do that, like opening your doors, I think I had one and he would always walk me to my door. At the end of the night, at the end of each day, he would make sure.
Was he supposed to do a rolling stop? Say top out, Nique?
Hey,
what?
Yeah. So I'm like, all right,
a rolling stop.
Yeah, but
a lot of, I guess nowadays there's not a lot of walking to your door because
why not?
We usually meet.
Yeah,
but at some point, once we
getting past
they would still walk me to my car.
Well, I walk to the car.
Yeah,
I park next to you.
But
anyway.
a lot of those men, like that was genuinely who they were, but they weren't connected to being good men. They were just like kind of, how can I put it without saying, they were dogs.
Okay, now, let me say
so they kind of push women from, he's doing all this nice stuff. Yeah, he ain't worth 2 cents.
Is common courtesy nice?
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying,
like, that's what we put it next to sometimes.
But if you date a thug, or quote unquote thug, bad boy, or whatever you call him, and he practices chivalry, but he also shoots people. You don't think at some point one part of his life is going to outweigh the other and you're going to get the bad end of that?
Yeah.
So if I shoot at people because I'm arguing with them all the time, I can at least push you. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of par for the course. Now, is chivalry seen as being soft?
No. Yeah, it can. Sometimes.
Well, sometimes women don't like nice guys. And and what they quote as nice is like nice should be what everybody is. Yeah, that shouldn't be a celebration.
But I guess
you're so nice. Wow.
I guess looking at it as, he's such a nice guy, and then he turns out to be like really mean or possessive.
But just because you're a nice guy doesn't mean you won't cheat.
No, I'm not talking about as far as cheating. He may be possessive, or like if she goes and she opens her door, like goes and screams at her, like, why are you opening your door?
You don't start off if somebody screams at you from the beginning.
No, I'm not talking about at the beginning. It could be.
Yeah, you should leave them.
It could be like eventually. So like that.
Well, why would he scream at you? He's only told you 12,000 times not to open the door. Why would he scream though? Why would he scream? You telling you after 3 years and you still open the door? At some point, doesn't he get frustrated?
Don't scream at me, because I'll be closing that door saying, "Take me home."
Well, maybe it's time for you to close that door. Because
that's why I drive.
If I ask and ask and ask and ask and ask, at some point, now it's disrespect. You're just doing it to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like sometimes that is something you're used to. Sometimes this is something we're used to.
What is used to? Used to is just if you do something 21 times, it's a habit. So once we get past 21, you need to leave the doors on. Can we just establish that? Leave the door alone.
I agree.
Because everything somebody does for you can't just be financial of some sorts. It has to cost something that's more expensive than money. And that's time. Time is the most precious commodity. So if I want to take my time and do these acts for you.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I'm really giving you something now. Spending money is just spending money.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Anybody can do that.
Yes. If you have the money.
If you have the money to do that. Because everybody didn't have the money to throw it.
Yes. Yeah. Not throw it. But have some. Have some. Now, we already discussed chivalry being a part of the patriarchal system.
Okay.
So, is chivalry? I think chivalry is just good manners.
I do too. It's just like
because you can hold a door open for a man.
Yeah.
It's a little wild. But if you and your man, like,
if
you gotta do it hard. You can't have your hand out waiting on me.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, and then the hold for a man got to be like the pull. I go in and kind of.
Yeah. I don't make eye contact, or he with my leg or something like my shoe.
Yeah, hold it with the heel of my leg.
Yeah. I don't.
Then you got it, dog.
Yeah. I don't.
He got to get a piece of that door first.
Yeah, you don't want to be bowing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Even me, I'll hold doors for men. Just if someone's behind me and I open the door, like, oh, you can go in first. It's fine.
For a man?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's just me being nice.
Well, okay. We're going to take being nice. Because chivalry has been confused.
With what, see?
Cheating. I know. How did I get there?
Yeah,
it can be confused with cheating.
Yeah.
You can be being chivalrous.
Being too friendly.
You could, but it's chivalry.
It's chivalry. Don't you want me to be chivalrous to all?
Like, I just held a door open for her, and she might hit you with a thank you, honey. And you was on the phone. I was like, I don't know why she called me honey. I just held the door open for her. Why you open the door for people? Like, I didn't open it. I came through it first. I saw her approaching.
And so I held
have deja vu right now because I did.
And she's 80. I was thinking, and she's 85 years old. But you think she's like the supermodel or something.
I can't see through the phone, but I heard, thank you, baby.
Yes.
See? Who's that?
Yes.
And I was just about to get off the phone. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm about to go inside. And he's talking, and I hear a lady says, thank you, baby. Oh, no, I can stay on the phone for a little while. Where you at?
But it's chivalry.
But that's what I think. So I'm with you, see.
Yeah, so another example. Like when you're with your lady and you're spending time, you may not need to take no phone calls.
Put your phone on mute.
I don't know what people
not
do.
Mute.
I don't know what people do. I don't know. But I'm just saying you may not answer your phone because I'm spending quality time with you.
Yeah.
That might be true, yeah.
And if your phone makes any noise, even though that was just the alarm.
Yeah, it's going to be like, who's that?
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah. It did it twice. You need to answer it. No, you need to relax. Because right now I'm practicing chivalry and you messing it up.
I agree.
Yeah, so chivalry can be...
It can be misconstrued as cheating.
Just because you ride by me and see me pumping another woman's gas.
What?
What?
No, you better not.
No, I think it's only bad if you don't pump her gas.
Yes.
If you don't pump,
he pumps your gas. Now you roll by. Your friend roll by.
Because it ain't never you.
Ain't got 12 pictures of you pumping the gas. She rolled by. Pumping the gas. Because this woman maybe was going to a formal event. He was like, well, you two, like, let me pump that for you. Why you out here pumping the gas by yourself? That could be perceived as flirting or cheating, right?
Yeah.
It can be perceived. Did you see Nique's face when you said it?
I know, like she didn't like it,
like at all. And it's just a scenario.
I'll say this. I don't mind if that's just the kind of guy he is. Like, I've been with some men and be like, oh man, she's by herself. Let me walk her to that door because she's all by herself. And that's just the gentleman he is. Because he knows if something was to happen, he'll be able to protect her just being a man. Mm-hmm. Or even carrying something if he sees a lot of, a woman trying to carry some heavy boxes. Oh, let me help her. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
But what if he did it just being chivalrous and then she chooses to thank him in another manner? With her chivalry.
Because at that point, he would need to know how to reply to that. No.
So you would tell him, don't be opening doors for all these women doing all this stuff. You're doing too much?
No, he can.
Going too far.
Yes.
Yes. He's good.
So chivalry can be perceived as cheating. He's just being a nice guy.
Just a nice guy. Being having manners.
Yes. Can you just have manners?
Yeah, that's what it should be. He should be just out here having manners.
Now, since we on these women, we ain't gonna get off of them too strong though.
Wait, let's continue the women on the other end of this break.
Okay, let's go to break then.
It's always about women.
If you're into all things comics, you have to check out Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC, your go-to podcast for comic and superhero discussion, debates, polls, and more. Tune in as regular Scott and Ozzy Killmonger chat about your favorite comic topics. And you never know who may show up for an open mic or what will be next on their favorite One Gotta Go. Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC every Sunday, powered by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Yeah,
right back at these women again.
We ain't
all
getting
2020.
Woman bashing.
No, not just on the women.
Bashing.
It's not bashing. We helping each other.
Yeah,
we saving relationships.
That's what we do, man.
One episode at a time.
One episode at a time.
One date at a time.
One date at a time. Yeah.
One date at a time, because you should never stop dating.
Never.
No, you should consistently date. No date nights. You should be dating every day. Now, women's definition. Okay? When a woman defines something she likes, it's masculinity, it's chivalry, it's these great things. But as soon as you do something she doesn't like, what is that called, Yusuf? Toxic masculinity.
The second,
because he should know also.
Yes,
well.
but you can't. It shouldn't vary that much between women and people. So with chivalry, I think you're taking away a man's right. When you deny him the act of being chivalrous, you take. Am I stretching? A
little bit.
You with me?
I'm with you.
Okay,
though. I'm with you.
Me.
Listen,
always gonna be with
here's
you.
the thing.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna have you back.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you back. You don't always have mine, but I always have you back.
He don't always have yours.
Yeah, you don't
He be throwing you under the bus
you might have a spot. You might have a spot in my mega church. Okay. You might have a spot. I got work for you. Okay. Women can't tell men how to act and feel and behave. And I know you all have been going through that longer than us, but it doesn't give you the right to turn it back on us at your convenience.
Okay. That's all I'm going to say right now.
I mean, that can't be your retort now.
I can't.
That can't be the retort. Say what you got to speak your mind.
It tell men how to be.
No, we can't tell you all how to be. But
That's what you do.
I've never
This
dated
is
a
why I
woman
said,
who didn't
okay.
try to tell me how to be a man. And ain't no good men in your family. I know your family.
I'm just saying, like, okay, if and I get it. A lot of women like to say, well, men are supposed to do this, men are supposed to do that. Something we expect. But it may be because we've seen you do it before. And you kind of
when a man, well, I've always heard if you do something 3 times for a woman, it's a requirement now.
Oh yeah,
it's not a favor anymore.
It's not a favor
true.
anymore.
No, that's what.
That's true. So if you
changed my life, I bought
Yeah.
you 3 pair of sneakers. I didn't change your life, okay?
But that's something she's now accustomed to.
No,
You buy her
accustomed is to what you accustom yourself to. That's not accustomed.
Well, no, you made her accustomed to that.
Well, I don't think there's such a thing as a custom. I think that you create a norm.
Yeah, you create a norm.
You create a norm. There's no such thing as
because women can decide when they stop doing things.
Well,
with no notice,
with zero notice.
No email, no nothing. Like I'm 2020, we're going to be declining. Like no, it's just over with no discretion. Like you're not doing it anymore.
And it's always a reason why we're not doing that anymore.
There's a reason, but does a crime fit the punishment? I mean, does the punishment fit the crime?
Yeah.
In a woman's eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Give me a scenario and I'll tell you how.
Of what?
Of women just cutting something off completely.
Let's say, even though you put me on the spot here.
Okay.
Let's say you've been kind of getting after me to take you out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But you don't take account. But you don't take. You don't take in that I'm already spending $1,000 a month with or on you.
Mm-hmm.
But you just focus on, oh, we ain't been out. But what about all these other things we've done? That don't count because you just count going out. I'm accustomed to going out. We've been going out. Well, certain things change in our lifestyle. Maybe you got a new car.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance went up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you got new furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to give. So if you gain something over here, you might lose something over here. So we might not go off for a couple months.
Nope. Make it work. Make something happen.
Exactly.
Women are used to making things happen, so therefore we don't
not all y'all.
excuses.
Not all y'all.
But Nique, like your response to you said
make it happen.
You asked CL to give you a scenario.
Yes,
he gave you a scenario.
Yes,
yeah.
Your response to the scenario was make it happen.
And not a pre-podcast scenario. That's live on air on spot.
On the spot.
Yes, I didn't even know that question was coming.
And so you asked for it, and then but that's like.
But I told him to give me a scenario so I can tell him why.
You said no.
You just said make it happen. You didn't tell why.
Oh no, I'm about to tell him. You
okay,
didn't.
Well,
okay,
go ahead.
The reason why is because you can make it happen because the date doesn't have to be, or going out doesn't have to be expensive or anything. It can be okay. Well, we're going out for a walk.
Well, if I'm doing these other things, why can't you just plan a date and I'll be there too? I didn't want furniture. I was good furniture I had since college.
But why did you stop doing something you were doing before?
Because our priorities shifted. You got a new car.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance may have went up. So that might cut into the dating money.
But dating doesn't always cost money.
I understand. And since you understand that principle, can you plan a date and I will be there in all my chivalrous ways? But I need to be taking care of this.
Were you the one planning the dates before?
Maybe we both were. Because it's not always.
Okay, we both need to sit down and decide how the dates can
once you're in a relationship for a while, it's usually not the man who's planning the dates. Unless it's just like he enjoys the movies or something he wants to do. Also, like certain things I don't mind doing, but I don't want to do all those things. I'll do them with you, but I'm cool. I'm good, man.
I ain't got to do all that.
No, I don't have to do all that. Some of this is for the woman in your life. It didn't just because I want to do that.
Okay. I mean, no. Still, you should be able to sit down and say, okay, well, I can't afford to go this place and this place and this place, being that we now have a new expense. So let's shift it a little bit.
Can a date be at home?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I agree.
But you still need to have that outside. Yeah, you still need to walk out that door and leave the house sometimes.
Go to the park down the street?
Yep, you can. That's a date.
No, it's not a date. That's when y'all want to think y'all want to be cute and call it a date. If I'm playing that like this is our date, you're gonna be like,
you can make some sandwiches, get a blanket.
Sandwiches from the house.
Listen, y'all will not go for that. Like,
yes, we do.
Okay.
You know how many women will go for that? Y'all just don't do it.
Put that poll up.
When it's convenient.
Put that poll up. Put it up right now. Put it up right now. By the time we finish recording, I just want to see what we get.
What's the question? Is it
the question date? The question is a date at the park, a picnic at the park, considered a date that you would go on?
You can go once every 2 years. You can't do that every month.
I think
another date
y'all
at
would
the
be
park?
surprised.
At the park?
Yes.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Man, if you don't get your dry sandwich out of here. No, I'm not doing that.
It's a quality time.
So Nique.
Yes. Mind you, a man has never done that, and I've always wanted that.
Okay, so are you in any cahoots with anyone currently?
Yes.
Cahoots?
Okay.
Wow. Cahooting.
Okay, so he has heard the show.
Yes.
So basically,
We're recording. Stop. Don't let take you down this road.
So he listens to the show.
Don't let him take
right?
you.
Shouts out, my man. Shouts out to you for listening. Appreciate you. All right. So that being the case, so he can do this. You're saying it's okay for him to have a picnic once a month. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna have a picnic once a month, and you're not gonna talk no trash.
No trash.
Okay, you heard it, sir.
It's all lies.
We don't know your name or what you look like, but you know who you are.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Crust on them.
Yes. With bananas. I don't like jelly, so you can put bananas on it.
Yeah.
Honey's also another alternative.
Yep.
But
honey's alternative
for jelly.
On
peanut butter and honey, you never had it?
Well, if I ate peanut butter, we'd be going to the hospital. So,
okay, you're allergic.
Yeah, definitely allergic.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Peanuts, all of that. But
okay, but I just don't think it's going to work.
I don't think that'll work.
It will.
And anybody who says they're okay with that once a month is lying.
I think it's going to get old.
No,
it's going to.
Oh, excuse me. As Nique says, boring.
It's going to get boring.
It's not going to get boring.
So somebody could take you.
No other dates, just park. So every 12 times a year.
I mean, we have to go other places.
No.
So the man take you. So the man take you to a picnic off back.
Off back. I sent y'all a screenshot of somebody saying off back. So don't come for me.
Hey, my man, Be Easy said it the other day.
See?
Off back.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I just don't think that's gonna fly. It has to be. It can't be once a month. It may be once or twice a year. See. Maybe
once every 2 years.
Once every 2. You think?
You better switch up parks. I better be somewhere else.
I mean, yeah, you can switch parks, views.
Nah.
Yeah,
that's not gonna work. That's not good. That's not good advice, guys.
That is.
don't
women love that.
No.
I'm going to post it on a page.
Don't listen to Nique.
Now, masculinity and femininity, they walk hand in hand. We both need both of them. Because I may be a little
old fashioned.
No, I may be a bit of a male chauvinist in certain departments. But,
in certain departments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not real big on like if I'm putting together a show, I really don't want you talking to me. I want you to help me. I want you to instructions. I'm like, no, just be quiet and leave me alone. Because it just further confuses me. Like you
give her $25 to go to the store. Go get you a drink.
Go do something. Just leave me alone. And sometimes quiet or people's solitude is different. You know, like yours might be watching a movie or watching a show with me or something, and I'm asking you 4,000 questions. You're like, can you please just shut up?
Oh no.
No.
I'm good. Like I think that you need your time.
You need your time,
regardless as to whatever.
But if a guy wants his time, sometimes it's labeled something else.
And yeah, and why is it that y'all can't give the guy the time?
You won't let him open the door. You won't give him time. It sounds like you're controlling.
We do give men time. Y'all just take too much time.
Oh,
too much time.
Too much time.
Well, are you the time police?
Yes, I am.
According to who though?
Okay.
Because we be sitting there waiting and it'd be like
the last 2 minutes of a basketball game, the last 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, it depends what I expect.
How do we know what you expect?
No, CL, we covered that before.
Okay.
We're clairvoyant, sir. We're clairvoyant.
We read our mind.
We have to be clairvoyant.
You're right.
So I guess modern chivalry.
Modern chivalry.
What is modern chivalry?
What does it look like, Nique?
What does modern chivalry look like?
Modern day chivalry. I don't think. Well.
Okay. I'll start since you're stalling.
Yeah, I am. I can't even think of it. Like. Yeah. Go ahead.
Giving a woman your jacket when it's cold.
Okay. That's
okay. Yeah.
You know what I think is a little chivalrous?
What's that?
When you define your relationship.
Put up the relationship status on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
in a relationship.
Change the relationship status.
I don't have to do that. I'm doing this for us.
Yeah.
Being quite chivalrous. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So her doing it is what?
She just want to tell people.
She just want to tell people.
Yeah.
So you can't just want to tell people?
No, because I don't tell people stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I just don't see.
Calling when you say you're going to call. That's chivalry. That's modern day chivalry.
Yeah.
You know? Dropping her off at the door.
Yeah. Well,
if the parking lot's full, so you're at a show, you take her up to the door, and then you go park the car and you walk up. That's very chivalrous.
Or even if it's not full, like if it may be raining.
Absolutely, if it's raining.
Pull up to the door, let her out.
Do men still put their jackets over puddles so you can walk?
I got to put that back home.
Yeah, and it's not as many puddles.
Now, if we're in New York City, where you really going to be walking a good bit, and there's a puddle, I still ain't doing it, but I could see that.
Okay.
Somebody who's really, really chivalrous, I could see them. Okay. Like a diehard chivalry, because to me, it's just a lot easier to say, oh, babe, watch that. Let's walk over here.
Would you carry her over it if it was like a really big puddle and you couldn't walk around it? Why the face?
I don't know. Who you dating, Lizzo?
Oh my God.
I'm just asking.
No, I did not know she was that big till I saw her on Saturday Night Live.
I don't think she's big at all. She's a BBW.
Yeah, she's a BBW.
We need to respect BBWs. And
I'm sorry.
Small.
My apologies.
SBWs and everybody else.
Okay, well, she's a healthy woman that I could not carry over a puddle.
Okay.
Probably not. I just think it's simpler because over there, 2 steps to the right, there is no puddle.
But I mean, like, what if you were going over something and it was just you couldn't get around it?
I mean, do we need a boat?
It just depends on your size and strength and her size.
Yeah, she might have to carry me over.
Yeah.
Would you let a woman carry you over?
I wouldn't. And if it was to that degree, yes, I would do it.
Okay.
Now, I might not be able to arm strength the whole thing. We might got to piggyback that thing around over. But
But you would care if you could.
I would if I could. Yeah.
Now, another way for men to be chivalry, to practice chivalry, is to go actually knock on a door when you're picking up your woman every single time. Every single time. No waiting in the car, no bumping the horn.
No sending the text, I'm here.
No sending no text, I'm here. Going and actually physically knocking on the door. That's fair, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you...
Because a lot of people text when they get outside. I'm outside.
Weird. That's weird.
Or even beep the horn. Beep.
Oh, no. I think that's disrespectful.
Really?
I think it is. Especially early in a relationship, too.
Yeah.
Is very disrespectful.
I think that's disrespectful. I would much rather text. I think the horn beep is a little bit disrespectful.
Texting is
a
little whack. But
it's a little whack.
I can get with it.
But I mean,
or even a phone call. Hey, I'm here.
No, I'm just saying, like, I agree with what CL says because I think that goes.
Well, that allows you to open the door too.
But and not only that, but I think that people don't really think about it this day and age.
Oh, you don't?
With because before cell phones, you had to get out the car and you had to go ring the door.
That's a way to sneak in that first kiss too.
Because you got to walk
first kiss of the evening.
Yeah, until you go walk up in that apartment building with
at least a hug.
If she lives in a bad neighborhood.
Oh no, you still got to walk up in that building. You just got to be a little strapped.
Yeah,
you got to have the strap, and to a point, and to a degree, that gives you extra points.
Yeah, but you're not afraid.
Man, that dude done. He done walked in the projects and
that always takes me back
to my door.
That takes me back to that scene on Class Act. When he went to go pick up.
When he went to go pick up, them dudes was at the door. On the door on the chair drinking.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah, what's that song by Temperatures Rising by Mobb Deep?
Yeah,
when they talk about your man, you laid up at the dude, you laid up with a girl, you got beef with some crews from his hood. You still went over there.
Okay. We had the rap battle portion of the podcast. Okay. Nique has no idea who Mobb Deep is.
I do know who Mobb Deep is.
One song. Just give me one song.
Not the song with Lil' Kim.
I know there's just another name of them.
Okay. Shook Ones is probably the most famous. But anyway,
Yes.
go ahead. See.
Yes. That song definitely shaped my adolescence.
Shook Ones.
Shook Ones, yes.
But yeah, that would be an act of chivalry. I think that gives you a little bit of extra.
Yeah. Actually stepping in awkward situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a woman. Let her be an example.
Okay.
Maybe she's getting a little heated in a conversation with someone, and you kind of just step in and send it in another direction, take on that energy, defend her honor of some sorts in a modern way.
In a don't get knocked out way.
Yeah, but like it could be her and a cashier.
Yeah.
You just step in, and just let her know.
Just kinda
I
deal.
have it. Yeah,
I got it.
I have it. Just don't worry about it.
Hey, hun, I'll take care of it. Go get in the
Don't
car.
say hun to the other girl.
Not to the cashier.
No, don't you mess
Okay.
yourself up like that.
Not to the
Like, so
cashier.
she's hun now? You taking her side?
No, first off, I know for that you definitely don't walk into that with no pet names for the cashier.
No, you don't. You don't.
So you about to set yourself up.
Because all of that is coming right back at you.
Yep.
Yes, and and compliment women on something other than their looks.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been hearing they've been pretty their whole life.
Yeah. Tell them pretty every day.
Oh, you got pretty knees
All day.
I never seen no knees like them before. She gonna be like, what? Yeah,
What kind of conditioner you use in your hair?
Yeah, your hair is so pretty.
yeah. So you have to.
Good outfit. I like the way you put that together.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, you work so hard. I love, your work ethics.
Ethics.
Okay,
Those ethics.
okay. Whatever you.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put up this poll right now and focus on
I know
y'all.
another act of chivalry too.
She said ethics.
Yeah, when it comes to that big day,
What big day?
when you get married.
Oh,
Okay.
that big day.
If applicable, he asks for the blessing from your father, mother, your
Yes.
son.
Yeah.
And that's an old tradition.
Now I will say this:
What did you do?
my first marriage, well, my only marriage at this point, my only marriage. At
I'm
this
just
point,
listening. Go ahead.
I asked her mom and dad before I.
That was
asked
quite
her,
chivalrous.
I asked her mom and dad before I asked her to marry me.
And she had no idea. And see, that's just a sign of respect and honor.
And I did it.
And that goes back thousands of years. Like you had to bring many goats.
Yeah, and then in my last relationship, we were engaged, and I did the same thing. I just think that there's something to it.
Okay.
I think it's not only chivalrous, but it's a way to, I guess, gauge the temperature of the family on you.
You can.
Um,
What if they was just like, nah, we're not giving our blessing.
now personally,
Nah, son.
I don't carry myself in a way that just
Like,
that
nah.
ends up with
Not
it
you,
like
fam.
that.
We kind of like Daryl. But you kind of here.
I just think it's you deal with it at that point. But it's I think it is definitely a way to gauge the temperature, because in both instances the parents were excited
Okay.
for the
Okay.
situation. So
Especially the moms.
yeah, well, it was more so like the fathers were like,
Excited about being asked.
no, not excited about being asked, but excited that I was asking.
Oh, they're excited about you.
Yeah, they were excited about me.
Okay. Then question, what if the parents say no, you don't have their blessing? Would you still do it? Go through it?
I wouldn't. If my parents
got
told me
real
not to marry
quiet.
somebody, I wouldn't do it.
No,
But that's a level of trust I have with them.
I thought I just answered that.
I don't know. Did you?
What if you didn't you just say what if they said nah, son, not you?
Well,
I really like Daryl better.
Nique
Oh, I'm
asked the
sorry.
question.
No.
No, that's fine. We good. We good.
Nique, I'm with
I
you.
just- But if it's
I
a
stand
no,
with you, Nique.
it would depend. I think on. Well, no, I don't think you can. I don't think you can at that
Should
point.
you?
I don't think you should at that point.
I wouldn't.
I don't think you should.
But I also would ask why.
I would have a conversation as to why.
Because it could be about them. Because I've told friends not to marry someone before, and they try to cast it off on the girl. Mm-hmm. But it's about you. I know you are terrible. You are terrible. Don't mess up that girl's life.
And with my actual marriage, not the engagement, I I was actually shocked that they said that they, because of everything we had been through prior, I was actually shocked at the response. Like, I did it out of respect. And I think at that point in my life, I would have done it anyway.
So you were shocked that they said yes?
Yeah, I was shocked. Like, I was like,
then maybe you shouldn't get me. You shouldn't get me.
How many times have I said that on the show?
I was just saying, like, I just don't know why. I'm shocked at their answer.
Like,
I'm talking about me. Wow.
Now, that wasn't it just threw me. Like, I was like, I thought it was going to be I was shocked at the excitement for it.
Okay.
Not necessarily their answer, but just the excitement about it, about the answer. So,
My God.
Isn't there like a Shakespeare line? Thou protest me or something like that?
from Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, something like that. Don't worry about it. Well, I didn't.
You trying to get me in my teacher bag on a Sunday?
Thou protest.
Trying to put me in my teacher bag on a Sunday. That brain don't work till Monday morning.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I am done with y'all.
You done?
I am.
Okay, Nick, since you done with us. Since you
I'm
done
gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
You know, you gonna wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up from now.
Well, you know.
Thank y'all for listening. Because we're gonna close it out.
Okay.
Why? Are you done with us, Nique?
I'm done.
Why?
What did we do?
Cause y'all are always just
Chivalry.
yeah.
You know,
Chivalry is not dead.
It's on life support.
It's not on life support.
It is
it's
on
just
life
old.
support. I don't think it's old. I just think that
It's
I think
old.
it still
It's
exists.
outdated.
I don't think it's outdated either. I think it exists in few, and we just have to. And the others who don't do it, hopefully, listen to the Relationship Status podcast, and now they'll begin to do it.
okay, we're gonna bring it back.
We're gonna
We're gonna resuscitate it.
It's our job to resuscitate.
Yes, Yusuf will be giving him CPR.
No, him.
Well, first
No,
Chivalry's a guy, right?
with Yusuf, first we need to start by eliminating the 444 dates.
Okay.
that has nothing to do with chivalry.
Yeah.
It does.
That has nothing to do with chivalry.
Give her quality food.
I'm giving her quality me. So,
We're gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you all for listening. It's your girl Nique Cruz.
CL Butler.
and your boy. I am me, your boy Yusuf. Remember, you can catch us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, DefyLifePods.com, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. If you'd like to join the conversation or leave us a Dear Nique, email us at rsp@godefylife.com or call us at 843-310-8637. That's 843-310-8637. You can find us on all social media platforms at RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to comment, share, 5-star rate, and review. Until the next time, I'm Yusuf, and I'm here with Nique and CL, and we are out.
We're told that greatness is exceptional, when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit DefyLifeGear.com to get fitted for greatness.